What happened to your daddy, Aien? I haven't done anything. They sat down beside Aien and mumbled in confusion. After some time, he reappeared and stood toward the closet. Aien, do you think I should ask him again? They whispered, to which Aien smiled. I'll take this as a yes. He kissed Aien and went toward him. Are you upset? They said, standing beside him, but he ignored they. There is no need to talk now, he said in a serious expression while searching for something in the closet. At least tell me for the reason. Have I done something? They demanded, stubbornly. He closed the door of the closet with a loud thud. He pulled him to his elbow and pushed them against the closet. The problem is that you don't have anything. Normally, you're a chatterbox, but why don't you say something when you're supposed to say it? He asked, looking in his eyes with an anger-filled voice. They was looking at him with wide eyes. His breath were held, seeing him burst out. He halved a sign, closing his eyes to calm himself down. Took a few steps back and said, "Breathe. Take a deep breath," he said calmly, and they shifted his gaze toward his face to fetch a breath. Jungkook opened his eyes and looked at him. When you don't want to do anything, you can deny it then or there, they said finally. If you would no matter to yourself, how would it matter to anyone else? There are two ways to handle the situation. You either fight it or accept it. If you are unable to accept the situation, you really need to fight it, he added. In a low tone, Taehyung was looking at his hand. Jungkook placed a finger under his chin and made him look into his eyes. The world is a very cruel place to live in. If you want to survive here, you need to learn how to protect and take care of yourself. I'm not around you forever. Even J-Hope and Namjoon. Today, it's Aunt Han. Tomorrow it could be anyone else. It can't be matter to you that how others will understand their boundaries. Jungkook said each and every word with that utmost sincerity. Understood? He asked and wiped a tear at the edge of their eyes. No matter how much I try, I can't do it. I get scared. I just don't understand why she dislikes me so much. I haven't done anything wrong to her. Their voices were filled with the emotion and glassy eyes. He knew they was a pampered child. His family had made sure to provide him a life which was very smooth to him. Not everyone has to like us, and that's okay. It's hurt, Jungkook. There is nothing to get scared about. Compromise where you can. Where you can't done, even if everyone tells you that something is wrong and something is right. Even if the whole world is telling you to move, but it's your duty to plant yourself like a tree. Look at them with the eyes and say no, and move on. Jungkook said, and Taehyung nodded his head, still looking into his eyes. I'll try, Taehyung replied. Speak up for yourself. Next time, if you were silent in this kind of situation, I would never talk to you again in my life. He paused. And I swear, I mean it, he said seriously. No, I promise, I'll try my best, they replied quickly. Both were talking to each other in a low murmur, maintaining their eye contact. You should, because sometimes I get confused between you and Aien, he said within a mod. Confusion between me and Aien? How? They asked. You both are crybabies. I can't differentiate who is younger one, he smiled. Baby, seriously Jungkook, I'm a grown-up adult, they said with embarrassment and slapped him lightly on his chest. How old are you? He asked. 21-year-old, legally and officially an adult and a mother of a child, they beamed. Are you? Still too young, Mr. Crybaby, he said teasingly. I'm not a crybaby, they replied. I don't think so. It's not funny, they stuck out his tongue. Prove it then, he challenged him. For now on, keep your eyes, Mr. Jungkook. They huffed. Nothing is impossible for me. Right, Mr. Taehyung? He teased him further. Yeah, they stopped when suddenly they heard Ain's cry. They ran toward her. Jungkook quickly picked up Aien in his hand and sat down on the bed. It's alright, Aien. Look, Daddy's here, Jungkook said while rubbing his back. Aien kept crying. Tears were coursing down his cheeks. Taehyung settled down in the bed beside them. Aien, my life, what happened? Did you get hurt? They said in a calm and loving way. Aien looked at him and pointed toward his soft toy. Oh, you naughty elephant. He picked up a toy. Stop troubling my baby. Understood? They said while pretending like he was serious, and he moved his gaze toward Aien, who was not crying anymore. Aien, it won't trouble you again. My head scrolled at it. Where did it hurt you? They confirmed Aien, and Aien was staring at his Uma with tear face, and then placed a hand on his head. Oh, I'll fix it now. They said. He moved forward and kissed his hand few times. He acknowledgedly placed his hand on Jungkook's thighs for support. Jungkook looked at him. It was really close to him. It was so close to enough that he smelled of strawberries. His features were tense in the dim light, except his eyes, which was hidden behind the log of his chin line. His glands were toward the right side of his eyes. He felt something were dug inside of him. They cheered. Aien chuckled. They smiled and wiped the tear. He cheered Aien again. They smiled and wiped Aien tears. His eyes were pointed upward as he breathed would catch into the passing bee. Heart stopped for a second and then quickly shifted his eyes down again. He felt under that gaze. He moved back to make a distance between them and turned his face to hide from him. There was an awkward silence, which no one knows what to say. Jungkook looked at Aien, cleared his thought and said, So, you have become a doctor now, healing patients with a kiss, bullying my innocent child with all this, amusing with his eyes and play with the corner of his mouth. They felt a warm brush would rise into his cheeks. He nibbled on his lower lip and stared at his hand, avoiding that gaze. They could hear it in a low and soft chuckle. It's not about the degree or the title. It's all about the love and belief. They smiled. Aien has a strong belief in me. Whenever I do or say, she understands. And as you said, either I don't have to be understood how to treat my child. He turned his face and looked at his eyes and continued. Trust doesn't let us to stumble, get scared, or back off. It's keep us steadfast and determined. What are you? He glanced at him in disbelief. He was unable to understand him. One moment, he looked weak, like a child, and the other moment he became a strong and a mountain that nobody can shake him. Ansuma, he replied proudly. He replied, left him totally, and he paused for a moment, cleared his thought and said, Can you please make Aien sleep today? Sure. They smiled. He nodded his head and handed Aien to him. He picked up his card case and left the room. Aien, Daddy said you have to sleep with me today. Come on, get ready for bed. And you know what Uma will tell you? A bedtime story as well, they said excitedly.